It's Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Where am I? Where are you? I'm here. I'm here every single Sunday, 10 o'clock Los Angeles time. So it's 10 o'clock Pacific. If you're in the United States and you're on the East Coast, that's going to be 1 p.m. for you. And, we could do the math in between Central, that's 12 noon. Maybe we could do the math. And wherever you are in the world, I'm here consistently every Sunday to give you a moment to hopefully hold space, have a space where you can come. Backyard dog racing. Mwah, 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 mwah. Big kisses to you. I'm so happy you're here, Lovey. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. We're here every week, and I'm here to create a space for you to reconnect with your health. Health is wealth, health is happiness. We all experience our life through our bodies, through our minds, through our hearts, our spirit, and health is all of those things. So sometimes we talk about physical health here. Sometimes we talk about emotional, spiritual, mental health. Sometimes we talk about financial health. Sometimes we talk about having a healthy relationship with your environment, all kinds of things like that. Stress management, relationship health, anything that has to do with health, happiness, wholeness, that is what you can find here every week. So I hope in my heart, I hope that you will save this channel, like, subscribe, and come through every Sunday and reconnect with your health, because I know you have health goals. I know there are things you'd like to improve. I know there are things that might be, in the back of your head, I'll start later. Well, this can be kind of like a little support group for you, where you can say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to try to do 10,000 steps this week, maybe not in a day, but this week, or I'm going to try to do this, I'm going to try to do that. Check in here, let us know in the comments. We love that kind of stuff. And then every week, I'm going to be giving you some kind of healthy tidbit, some kind of information, some kind of support, and always a lot of love and good vibes. So that's what we do here. And guess who else is doing it with us, y'all? 280 people have subscribed. How? I don't know, because we do no marketing and we're only here once a week, but the vibes are good. So people are starting to come in and it feels amazing to me. Who else is in here? Lawrence is here. Hi, sweetheart. Mwah, great to see you as well. I got Chroma in the house and Danielle, so the party can start. You see those moves? That's what we're talking about today, actually. Not dance moves, but we're going to be talking about partying. It's summer, and I don't know if y'all are having the same kind of party vibes that we are here in LA, but I can tell, oh my goodness, it's hot in the streets. It is hot in the streets. The streets is calling. The streets is calling a lot of people. The parties are calling. It was 4th of July. I know people had a lot of barbecue sauce on the brain this weekend. I mean, alcohol, who knows what else? A lot of indulging, a lot of hedonistic kind of behavior. It's the height of summer. We're about to the middle of July, or soon, which is to me the middle of summer. And so I want to make sure that we are healthy when we're partying. So I know we're gonna indulge. I know we're gonna eat a lot of food. I know we're gonna maybe drink some alcohol. I know we might be doing more wild stuff than that. And I'm here to say, okay, here's how you do that without sacrificing your health completely. I've got you. I've got your full on back with that kind of thing. Happy Sunday, man! Mwah! Big heart kisses to you. That is my twin dolphin. Hi, Karik. Thank you, Kartik. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you too, so deeply in my heart. I was up all last night thinking about how much I love you. So great to meet you here for the first time. Good to see you. Okay, so this includes all my people who think that, oh, I don't party, I'm so prim and proper. You probably eat sugar. You probably eat inflammatory oils. You probably eat, what else? Sugar, inflammatory, processed foods. You probably are eating a little something that is technically toxic for the body. So how? Tell me how. How can we have a healthy party survival kind of approach? So we're going to talk about before, during, and after, whatever it is you're doing. Whether you're going to a wedding and you know you're going to have champagne, and you know you're going to have cake, and you know you're going to eat, and you know you're going to be up late, whatever it is that you do, think about yourself. Like, how do you party? You may not, go to festivals and be on, I don't know if I can say the names of illicit substances on YouTube, but you know, if you're doing it, I don't know, you may not be doing that, but you're doing something. Think to yourself, how is it that you party? Hi, oh, happy hair. Yes, the heart of the city is in the house now. Hi, sweetheart. I see those hearts going up. I'm sending them right back to you. Chroma, I'm sending you back those smiles. Mr. Sager, I'm going good. Well, good, fine. Thank you for asking. I am glad to see you in here. Okay, yes, Lindella's in the house. Mwah! Big kisses to you. Okay, let's get into it. So before you party, what do? Do you have a pre-party ritual to keep you healthy? Because remember, we're all about health here. That is what it's about. So how are you staying healthy before you're going to go party? You're going to a big festival. You're going to a wedding. You're going out to hang out with your friends. You're taking some really amazing girl out and she's like a really good time. You want to have fun. Whatever it is that you're going to go doing. If you're eating restaurant food, whatever it is, what do you do beforehand? I'm going to tell you some things that you can do. You may have your rituals that you already are into. If you do, drop them in the comments. Let's talk about it. But here's some things you can do before you're getting ready to go and have big fun. Number one. Number one, I'm gonna order these. I'm just putting them in my order. Sleep well the night before. So if you know you're gonna go out on Friday, try to go to bed a little earlier on Thursday. I know you're like, come on, girl. No, sleep you can actually treat it like a sleep savings account. Give your brain and body time to do all the extra things that they need to do so they're not still inundated from the week. Chill out, get extra sleep before you go out on your party. Yes, Danielle said it. That is right, baby. I'm in LA, sweetheart. Thank you for asking. Hi, Anurag. Nice to see you, sweetie. Danielle says, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. IU, marry me. Cash App is Healthy Habits Huddle. Thank you for asking. Let's see. So yes, hydration is absolutely essential. And Danielle knows she is a very talented health practitioner in very many ways, and she is exactly correct. So hydration, so we got sleep before the party, like get plenty of rest. 2, hydration. So what does hydration mean? A lot of times we think hydration just means water. Like, okay, I'll go over to the garden hose and drink up and happy days. If you're doing that, maybe that's where you need to, maybe you don't have other options, but if you don't have other options, hydration is more than just water. Hydration is about minerals. So hydration is about minerals, AKA electrolytes. So you want to have a little pinch of like some good salt, not just like salt that comes out of like the OG like little packets that you get at the, I don't know, gas station or something like that, or the fast food places. But you want to have some like mineral salt because it has not just the sodium and chloride in it, but it has other minerals which alkalize and buffer the system and that the body needs to heal and feel better and party healthier. So yes, we're going to hydrate with electrons. So you want to take your water and put a little pinch of mineral salt in it, or some Element, or there are other brands. I got a whole table of them here we're going to talk about for the electrolytes, very important, or coconut water. I've heard bananas are good. Potatoes have potassium, but you want to get some minerals in your system. Thank you, Shelly. Oh, Shelly, nice to see you. Brian, oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. I don't take orders. Let's see here. I love you. Garden hose. Okay, Badger likes that. Okay, Melanie says, agreed, Shelly. It's gorgeous on gorgeous. Thank you. She said gorgeous on gorgeous. I love you, Melanie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Chips, pizza, and burger. Exactly right. That is considered an indulgence too. And some of this stuff on here is going to really help you, because if you're having a lot of processed foods, it really is like drugs and alcohol in the sense that the liver, the kidneys, the organs of elimination, your gut biome, they're all having to work really hard to counterbalance the negative effects of those foods and those substances, because they suck life out of us, quite literally in the sense of electrons. They suck life out of us. They oxidize inside of our bodies and delete our health and bring it down. So we're going to bring it back up with sleep, with hydration. Eat a meal before the party. Eat a meal before you get going crazy, which means a meal, we're going to have some actual healthy fats. We're going to have some fiber. We're going to have some protein. And here's some supplements. I know a lot of us like to, I have a huge supplement stack, so I'm one of them. But I know a lot of us like to do, I love you too, sweetheart. All right, hold on. Danielle says herbal mocktails instead of alcohol. Girl, yes. Arpan says water, sugar, and salt. I did not know about the sugar part. Talk to me about that, Arpan. I had not heard that. So Danielle, yeah, if you have the discipline to leave alcohol alone, or if you just come to a place where you go like, what am I doing to myself? 100%. I went to a party not that long ago, and I've been, I don't drink that often, whatever, but I had a couple cocktails, went to the party. I woke up the next day and I was like, gosh, I feel sad and I feel yucky and I feel scuzzy. And what is that? What is going on in my life? And I said, oh, I forgot this feeling. This is how I feel after I drink. Okay, I'm done. Like, I don't even need it anymore. Backyard Dog Racing says, funny that you say that that's the only prep I do to go out is pay attention to what I'm eating. Yes, so I don't get all bloated and gassy. There you go, because of the nonsense food in the street. Really? So you actually use food as your defense. That's very smart. Yeah, so that is one of the things that is definitely on our research list here. Optional supplements that we can take on top of it, y'all. You're gonna wanna write this down. I'm gonna put a bunch of the stuff in the description, but take a note. NAC, who knows what NAC is? I know Danielle does. Who knows? I know Chroma does. NAC, NAC. What is that? Does anybody else know what that is? I can tell you exactly what that stands for. It protects the liver. It's really good for us. Who is familiar with NAC? This is something you can do before the party to get yourself set. India has major issues nowadays. Yeah, welcome to modern society, babe. Badger says, let's go on a date. We can drink from the garden hose or a creek. You're so romantic. Ask me in Cash App. Ask me in Cash App. So the Cash App is Healthy Habits Huddle. Ask me over there. Okay, Hassan, hi. Hello, India. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Ella Kim, I feel the same way, sweetheart. Thank you. Hi, Arjun. Mwah. Thank you for all the hearts. Okay, so we got sleep. We're hydrating before the party. We're eating a meal, and we're supplementing. We're looking at anybody who knows what NAC is. Okay, nobody's telling me. I'm going to tell you. N-acetylcysteine, and it helps the liver. It protects the liver, and it helps the body produce its master antioxidant, which is glutathione. Perhaps you've heard of her in the street. Glutathione is that girl, but NAC, N-acetylcysteine, helps the body to produce glutathione. So it's a master antioxidant. I was talking about oxidation a second ago too. Antioxidants help the body to not oxidize. It gets more electrons, more energy, more life, more chi in the body. So N-acetylcysteine, 600 to 1200 milligrams before you party can help your liver, help your body. Vitamin C, another powerful antioxidant, especially if you're getting the liposomal, like snooty kind. I think that's supposed to be really good. I've also heard there are other kinds that are good, but you want to get that vitamin C. Magnesium, I've heard most human beings, at least in North America, are low in magnesium. It's so essential for so many processes. Milk thistle or glutathione, if you have it, we talked about that. Also supports the liver. So NAC, vitamin C, magnesium, and then milk thistle or glutathione, which are also going to be antioxidant, helping the liver and all that kind of stuff. Love your speech and energy. Likewise, Rama. Mwah. Big kisses to you. Big kisses to you. Okay, so that's before the party. Y'all got it, right? You sleep, you hydrate, you have a decent meal, and if you want to supplement, you're going to be helping your liver out with N-acetylcysteine, vitamin C, and magnesium. Those kinds of things. So during the party, I need you to chill out. I need you to just bring it down. And you just bring it down during the party. We're not going hard. This is not like, you know, a frat house rush where you're trying to impress people with how many gallons of beer you can chug. This is not our life for most of us. So we got to slow down. You know the trick to, if you're having alcohol, then you bounce back and forth between an alcoholic drink to like a sparkling water or regular water, something like that, and then back. And then you want to time it like, oh, I'm not going to drink a drink every 20 minutes. It's going to take a while for my body to start processing this and for me to feel it. So let me slow my pace down. So alternate, sip slowly, slow your pace down, snack on something a little if you can, especially if you can get something that has a little fat in it. It might slow down the metabolism process, and just try to chill out and be intentional about enjoying yourself, enjoying conversation with your friends, enjoying music without leaning and relying so much on the substance to make you have a good time. Thank you for all the compliments. Kunal says, but how would I bring the magnesium, calcium, nutrients to work immediately, and even I don't know the source? Babe, those were things to do before the party, babe. Those were before the parties. That's what that's about. Chroma says, I heard recently to take both regular vitamin C, water soluble, and a fat soluble C. Okay, maybe that's something. I'm not a super expert on that. I have a brand that I've recently started to take that I think is good, but that is something I don't know about. But she heard to take regular water-soluble vitamin C as well as a fat-soluble. So you're saying fat-soluble. I think you mean like liposomal, where they put in those liposomes so it doesn't get destroyed when you're digesting it. Okay, 2 more things, y'all. So we've talked about before the party. We've talked about during the party. Basically, during the party, chill out. Like, don't go too hard, pace yourself, be present, decide, like, I'm going to feel great tomorrow. I'm going to have a little water now. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to rely on my own people skills and my own self-management skills to enjoy the party rather than just needing to obliterate, you know, my brain in order to enjoy myself. Now, after the party is the after party. And at the after party, we're going to, again, do the same thing we did before. Hydrate, a big glass of water, some electrolytes like we talked about, a light snack like we talked about. So see, there's a mirror. You hydrate before, you hydrate after. You make sure you have some nutrients before. If you feel hungry, have a light snack after. And then you could have more vitamin C, you could have more magnesium, you could have more N-acetylcysteine, some of those things that you took before the party. You can also do that after. And you're gonna wanna sleep in a place that's gonna make it easier for you to sleep, because if you are taking alcohol, some other substances, they can make sleep really difficult. So you wanna be in a dark, cool place where you can just try to chill out and relax. And then in order to bounce back like a pro the next morning, you actually wanna do 3 of the same things that we talked about before. Eat some decent healthy food, hydrate with electrolytes, and maybe get a little extra sleep, have a nap, but you don't want to go too hard on the napping. You don't want to sleep more than 90 minutes. And again, stacking those antioxidants, the N-acetylcysteine, the glutathione, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we see the theme. Thank you for the hearts, my loves. Krishna, Los Angeles. This says loose motions. What should I take the food? Loose motions, if you mean your bowels, darling, if that's what you're talking about, I recommend, thank you for the hearts, I recommend, I love food grade. Now, don't just go digging in a mine somewhere, but food grade sodium bentonite clay can help if you have loose motions, if that's what you meant. I'm not sure. Chroma says, yes, I think the liposomal vitamin C is better for the skin. I don't have all the facts. Okay, good. Can you tell your place? Los Angeles, darling. Los Angeles, Hollywood. Perhaps you've heard of it. Okay, Healthy Hair says drink 2 glasses of water for every drink. Ambitious. Also, eat bread after drinking. Now, I have heard conflicting information. Some people say have bread after drinking. Some people say have something greasy. So I don't know. Maybe it's different strokes for different folks, but I'm not sure. She says 2 glasses of water for every glass of alcohol. Eat bread after drinking before you go to sleep, and drink 2 cups of water and take a multivitamin. That's my trick. Okay, so 2 cups of water with a multivitamin. So she's hydrating, she's taking her vitamins before she goes to sleep, having a light snack, which is the bread for her, and then 2 glasses of water for every drink, which is monitoring her behavior during the party. I love it. See, y'all, we have to get to a level of self-mastery in this world. We can't just go crazy and cry because, you know, we got a consequence for it. So I love the dignity in everything that you just said, Healthy Hair. I appreciate it. Dr. Madam. Oh, yeah, y'all can call me that. Definitely don't have any credentials, but I'll answer to that. Thank you. All right, so last little thing. We're going to talk about some specific electrolytes that are recommended, but also I'm gonna give you some easy recovery helpers. So if you're not feeling that great, I used to have a trick where I would take Advil before I went to sleep so I wouldn't have a headache in the morning. Not super recommended, apparently. Not super good for the liver, not super good for the body, and probably not the best, but it would help a little bit. But here's some other easy recovery helpers. Interestingly, pickle juice, which I've also heard is good for helping if you're trying to diet, but it's super duper salty, so it's not gonna help you not retain water, but in this case, the salt is probably good to give you some minerals. Bananas, avocados, and spinach. So we got pickle juice for salt and a feeling of replenishment. We've got bananas, avocados, and spinach because they have potassium and magnesium. So maybe those are some good things. Again, we're gonna talk about coconut water. And now we can get into some stronger electrolytes. So I have a little table here that has some brands of electrolytes, and I'm gonna tell you the couple that are the strongest. LM Mint, which a lot of people know about, is supposed to be very strong in terms of having a lot of electrolytes in it. It's best for people who like sweat a lot with a lot of salt, and is really good for hangovers. Let's see here. It's very salty, but it's supposed to be really good for that. And then Re-Lyte, R-E-L-Y-T-E, is supposed to be strong and clean, has no fillers, a lot of minerals, and also very salty, natural, minimum sweeteners. So that's what I know. I hope you party strong out there. Backyard dog races. Oh no, Mr. Raj Magic is suffering from hallucinations. Oh honey, I think you're seeing things. Just relax. Let's see here. Any tips for hair fall? No, I don't know anything off the top of my head that I could really say. I'd have to know a lot more, babe. Like, is this, yeah, I'd have to know the circumstances. I know stress can be a big one, and there are a lot of other things, but I think it really depends on a person's situation. Backyard Dog Racing says, I will use an atomic fireball while I'm driving to stay alert if I've been hanging out too late because that brings pain and makes me wake up and not fall asleep. I love it. So you're talking about those jawbreakers, really, really intensely hot cinnamon jawbreakers. Is that the atomic fireball? What a creative solution. What a creative made a solution. I guess you could like pluck your nose hairs out too or something like while you're driving. But pain is a way to stay awake when you've been partying too hard. Atomic Fireball candy, those are actually pretty good. Amit says, does water also affect? If you're talking about hair fall, it of course could, because water can have a lot of different things in it. And if it's got something in the body that is stressing the body out or that the body's trying to get rid of, I think it could, baby. Let's see here. Raj, go to Cash App. Do you know what Cash App is? Go to Cash App, find Healthy Habits Huddle. Healthy Habits Huddle. Healthy Habits Huddle. That is our Cash App. Those kinds of requests that you're making, you have to pay, honey. You have to pay for that. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. All right, now that my tongue is untied, I appreciate y'all. Please take care of yourself when you're partying this summer. And as I always say, as soon as I sign off, which I'm about to do, take a few minutes, set your alarm, take 5 minutes and think about your health. What do you want to do? What are you doing great? What do you want to improve on? What are you thankful for? Like, have you been thinking, oh, I should start a gratitude practice, and you haven't really done it? Do it. Do it. You got to do it today, baby. Today is all we ever have. The past is history. The future is a mystery. And this moment is a gift. And that's why they call it the present. So with that, I will leave you, and I love you. Backyard says yes. Melanie says thanks for the party tips. I love you. Mwah. I love you too, Mel. I can't wait to party with you. Chroma says most commercial shampoos are bad for hair fall. I think it works because of the endorphins or something. Yeah, I think you're right, sweetheart. Okay, I love y'all. Party safe, and I will see you same time next week. Same time, same place. Kisses. Mwah. And that's Healthy Habits Huddle on Cash App for all of you flirts.